Hello Gemini, hope you're all doing well today. This is your love advice reading from the 1st of April until around about the 15th. What I want to say before we start is Abrahamic says that every single person that comes into your life has got the ability to make you very happy. And I so believe that. And I think a lot of the time it just goes wrong through ego sometimes. And these people that just come together as some perfect in alignment couple. They go for this meal together, and she goes out and buys this beautiful dress and gets her hair done and gets all excited for this date. And then he goes out and buys a shirt and gets himself some new shoes, and everybody's all excited. And then she sits in the restaurant and goes, "Oh, he's not even mentioned my dress, not even said that he likes it, he's not even mentioned my hair." And then she starts thinking that maybe it wasn't such a good idea to come and things never work out anyway. And then he starts sitting there thinking, look at her miserable face. I've spent money on a pair of shoes and look at her. I was looking forward to this and she don't look. And so many things go wrong and they so don't need to. And sometimes it's just ego conditioning that gets in the way and it just... Anyway, so take that for what it is, Gemini. Anyway, I always focus these cards on from your perspective. Everything is really what you're doing and where you're going and what will be best for you. We're not here to pander to other people. So yeah, it's not looking bad at all, Gemini. In all fairness, you're the last reading that I'm doing, and every other single reading, well, a lot of them was really quite flat and quite like bleh, and I guess this coronavirus isn't particularly helping at the moment, and a lot of people are just feeling a bit like they can't do anything. There's no cinema, there's no trips to the beach. It is a little bit flat, isn't it? But anyway, this ain't looking bad at all. All right, first card, the King of Pentacles upright. So as you know, this ain't a bad card for you. A lot of people have got so many reversals this month. This is a card of maturity. Hey, hallelujah. We all need this maturity. We all need to be quite mature in our lives. We need to be mature in how we deal with people and see it as, hey ho, everybody's doing their best. Everybody's trying. Nobody's ever perfect. But this also is a card of... It comes up a lot when people are in a bit of a comfort zone. This guy sits there or this woman sits there with the big pentacle in there and thinking, hey, I'm all right, Jack. And it can be a very card of being quite stable, quite settled and quite happy within yourself to some extent. Now, if we look at the next card, I always try to read them together because they are a little bit of a story here. You have this Ace of Cups. So I would say that you definitely have a potential for something to grow, for something to build, and to bring this love into your life. And if you look at it, you may very well have the money, you may very well be quite settled and quite secure, and you've got your dog or your cat. But I think you have potential to bring this love in, for something to grow and something to build. But again, everything with the potential is very much early days. Obviously, this is something that you work at and something that you can get and something that is available to you. And I would say, you might be all right there with your dog or your cat, but I would say, honestly, to try and bring this potential into your life, be practical, text, reply, text that person you're interested in. If you're, if you're single, get on the dating sites. There is definitely potentials here for you. And the way I would see it is it comes from you sort of trying a little bit and pushing this forward a little bit. Okay, the next card you've got is Death Reversed. So the way I would see this is like this transformation and this change isn't going to necessarily happen overnight. You might be texting somebody, or you might have gone on the dating side, or you might be trying to move a relationship forward a little bit, but this death isn't going to happen overnight. You're not suddenly going to be married after one date, or you're not suddenly going on the dating site and necessarily finding the love of your life straight away, or you might be texting somebody, but again, You can't necessarily be on the date straight away. So I would see it as like try to sort of chill out a little bit with this card, because I guess the changes and the transformations and everything in my life, it's coming. But because of that reversed again, maybe it's a bit slow going, or again, it's because we're all stuck a little bit and it doesn't come perhaps as fast as we would like. Okay, the last card you've got from this is the Seven of Cups. And if you look at it, see the Ace and the Seven are a bit of a wishy-washy, not grounded energy. They are a little bit like its potential is there for love. The potential is there to grow something. And I think again it comes from you being this King of Pentacles, grounding it, bringing it forward, texting, doing something, getting on a dating site, texting somebody maybe you broke up with. It comes from your effort here to ground this. And with this death in the middle of it, which is reversed, I think the potential is there for you to change your life around, but see it as like it's going to take a little bit of time for this to come in. I hope that makes sense to you. And yeah, it comes from your efforts and your maturity and your sort of thinking, where do I want my life to be? And sort of moving it in the right direction a little bit. I hope that makes sense, because I think often the King of Pentacles, everybody needs a love in their life. They really do. They need this love there, and they need to be loved, and they need to, regardless of your doggy and making you happy, or your cat, or whatever that is, do need this love. So I would honestly work on bringing this in and grounding this a little bit. All right. The last card you've got is look to your own inner strength, and this is from the Whispers of Love Oracle, and this is very much again about letting the love in, and you're way stronger than you think you are. Sometimes we can sort of give up, sometimes we maybe don't see potentials, or we don't see potential as maybe going anywhere. Sometimes we can talk ourselves out of things, and we can think, well, I don't really see that going anywhere, or can't really see that happening. Or, if I text that person, I can't really see them replying, then so untrue. And I would honestly say your priority this fortnight, Gemini, is really to keep going with that. Keep pushing forward a little bit, keep going up, focusing on practicalities. And it does take practical effort, and it does take maturity to move your life in the direction that you want to go. And I actually think you can do this. So, I would see this as pretty damn good, Gemini. Potential's here for the taking. So please do push them forward and get it moving a little bit. You've not got a bad reading at all. In fact, this is one of the better ones out of the whole lot. So I wish you all the very best. Have a damn good fortnight. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.